Test, test, test. Going live in 10 minutes. We start in 3 minutes. So we start in 2 minutes. Okay, I think we can start. Let's yes, we will start now. So okay, to correct time. So as always, we will start looking on investing.com. This is something I will preach in every single session I have. You always need to make account here first. You can't trade binary option, you can't trade Forex without having account here. And make sure you put in your address so your time zone will be added automatically. That's very important. For example, before we trade, you also need to go to news, economic calendar, okay? Then all these times you see here will be after your own time zone. So the rule is as following. Now my time zone is 12, okay? That means if it was news here now 11:50 or 11:30 or whatever, with a 3 stars news as you see here, I will not trade because that means there could be some very hard moves coming for that pair. Okay, so always wait at least 1 hour after a big news with 3 stars. And also here you see the rest of the day, no more news for 3 stars. So that means we are now good to go, because you see the last news was actually 9:30 my time. As it's 12 now, that's more than enough time to the movement is done. So then, as always, let's start with euro against dollar. You can see dollar is incredibly strong lately. It's almost 1-to-1. This one level we have talked about before, that's a level that is incredible hard to break. So we are following, you can see here, if you see in the back here, to the left, always look to the left, you can see this one, always flat numbers is some type of support. And we can say this one number, 1-to-1, that's where we need to break. So we can mark it up here, exactly on the 1. So basically, I'm pretty sure that we will go down and retest this one area. And if we break below it, we can go very low. If we go up to, let's see, if you take 1 day, we see better. We need to basically, you can see here now, we touch this line and go up, touch this line. We even had a breakout here, but it's what we call a fake out, and go up again. So on the 1 day chart, we need to close below this red line. Let's remove some of these gold lines here. So we need to break below this to be able to take a trade for the downside. But yes, I'm pretty sure that we will go down yet again, down to this region down here, and retest this one at least. And if we break below it on the daily chart, then we can look for a nice short. And then for our next target, let's look at a little bigger picture here. We need to go many years back to be able to. Don't looks like you can go so much back on this one. Let's see if we can find another one. Let's take this one. No. Need to have one that have a little more historic data. So we can see here. Here is a more interesting one. Let's remove some of these lines here also. And let's mark up the number, the $1. That's there, more or less there. So you can see what happened last time, back in year 2000, we broke it, we got a retest, and you see if it did go all the way down to this region here. But I'll say our first target, when we break down, we can see it's around this level. We can see we have some support areas here, and this one we can see is strong because you come up here, touch it, go down, go up here, touch it, go down. And here you see many times when you broke it, we touch it many times also. So a target will be around, I will say, 0.96 can be our first target when we break down here. But we need to break in the daily chart. We need to break this here, and then we can have a very nice sweet short trade to 0.96. That's our target then. But let's wait and see. For now we need to just wait and see here. But this does not mean we can take a day trade. So now we can see we are in the bottom here now. We are able to take a trend line here maybe. You know me, I like if I can put up lines, I do it. This is not too nice, but we can see we touched it here, here and here, so this is a trend line down. I will not take a trade up here because yes, you're touching it, and maybe we'll go a little up for go more down again, but we never trade against the trade. So that means with euro against dollar, we do not have a trade just right now. You can see now we are in exactly in the bottom of the trend. So the probability is that he maybe go a little up like this, for example, and go down, but it's so little. We are not trading the bottom of the trend. So right now, euro against dollar, I don't see any trade. We need to just wait and see what will happen if we go below $1. Or if we see that he go down to the $1 bar and we see that support is holding and he start to get up, we can also look for a long trade. So we are reactive and we don't take decisions right now because let me see. Let's remove this one. There also is a probability that he will come down here, retest, everything okay, he start to go up again, and we can target the areas up here also. So we have two possibilities. We have possibility for a long trade and for a short trade. So we are waiting, are reacting for the market, for what the market will give us basically. So right now, the higher probability is that we're going to go down and retest there now, but that does not mean we're going to go for a short trade. That means that we need to wait because nothing says that we need to retest this support. Even though the probability is that we are going to do it, we are not going to take a trade for retesting. So right now we need to wait to take either a long trade or a short trade. Both options are equally good. I actually would prefer a short trade because then we will basically more like trade with the trend, but we are also possible to take a long trade and we could take a stop loss maybe around here. So like I said, we have a possibility for a long trade, something like this, target up here and put our stop loss, for example, down here, or we are ready for a short trade, take our stop loss, something like this, and target all the way down to the 0.96 level. So both options are equally good. Let's take a look at GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD are currently testing a support area. Let me make some new lines here. Let's remove everything we have and let's see if we can make something new. I need to admit, I did not expect us to go down. I was expecting us to go a little up. So, but yes, now we are currently at a strong support area here. Let's see if we go to the higher time frame to see if we have some things there from before. This does not count. This was probably a news thing. Let's see. You can see here we came down and we did jump up. Here we see we broke below, but just for a little while, just to go up again. So we can see we are now back to year 2006. So this is a incredible strong area of support. So I will say, I think here we can go with a long trade. we should, let's see what the 4-hour looks like. We should wait for the test here, of course, but I think looking that this is a weekly support also, I think if we take a stop loss down here and target maybe the tops up here, I think we can be good. I think the probability is good enough that we can take a trade for it. I would have waited, but as we are in a live session, I think we need to keep our rules. Let's wait and see the next bar. Let's wait, take the trade on the next green bar. So let's take a trade in something like this. Let's zoom out a little so we get our stop loss in that region. Yeah, we do that. GBP USD pending long trade. Wait for 4-hour to test support and take trade on next green bar if holds. Let me pause this and let's check which level. Support at 1786.5. 1786.5. 1786.5 at 1786.5. Then we enter at stop loss. We can then put at, yeah, we need to be smart. We need to wait to see if we actually hold this on the 4-hour. So in does not mean in 1 hour and 44. I want to see a green bar after. So stop loss up there and take profit we take at this level. Take profit. So it's not a clear trade, but it's something. It's not always we have things clearly right away. That's why it's not often I can find perfect trades in a session. So let's, I will put this for myself also. Like that. Yeah. Not a perfect trading situation right now, but at least it's something. Something that so you can see what I'm thinking. And I think this, as this weekly support, I think it will hold, and I think at least it will go up, retest this next resistance zone up here, and then maybe go down. But for now, I think this one will hold. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see first. So we are reactive to the market. Then we can mark this one. We can look at a smaller time frame also if we see the same thing. So we can see here also in the smaller that we are continue going down. So we can see here also it's too early. You can also wait and see the 30 minutes, see that he start to make some like 3 green bars or something, and then open the trade. But for now we can see that we are in a downtrend, so we are not taking this trade yet. We need to wait and see what the market want to do first. Here you can see the trade we did open in Wednesday. We did open a trade up here, and you can see that we are deep in the money. You can now close half of your position and move your stop loss to the entry point. So we can see that this trade from Wednesday was a perfect timing trade. You can see that we came a little up in our stop loss region, but you can see we had much to go on. And now we are deep in the money. We are almost touched our take profit level. So this I will be completely up to you. I will close half of my position at least, and I will move my stop loss for the another half to entry point. So at least I take a little of it. So super nice trade. I'm very happy with this trade we did here. And as we are down here now, we are not going to trade against the trend, because now it's higher probability that we go up again, right? That's why I think it's smart. And you can see the line I made here. We are moving exactly like that line. Does not mean we're going to go all the way down here. That's why we close half of the position now, because I think we'll come down here, go up, and maybe down, and then to go out in the upside. But for now, or we can even go to the downside. But for now, we need to wait and see what will happen here. We are in a good trade from before, so let's keep it, at least half of it open, and see if we can close it down here. Because even though we don't get exactly down here now, we might get a retest up here, and then to go down. So just wait, keep it open for now, but like I said, you can close half of the position at least, because we are deep in the money. Let's see in a smaller time frame how it looks like there. So we see here also that the entry we did take was beautiful, completely beautiful trade. I really like this trade. You see we did go a little out of the money just right here, but then deep in the money. Got a retest of the trend line here and go more down. So now this looks beautiful. And you can see how we are thinking all the way. So this beautiful trade. Let's see if we can put some marks here. Some short-term trend lines. So we can see that we are following a trend downwards. Like I said before, more lines you can put, more information you can get about what you can do. So if we drag this down to around here, we can see that the probable course is that you'll go like this, then to break up here, and then for maybe go up here again. So more lines you can put, more trades you can find also. That's just how it works. But yet again, we need to, here is nothing more we can do. We are in a trade, we keep it open, and but like I said, you can close half your position. You can do that now. Or if you can't follow more, you can also just close everything, because if we close it there now, we have a 1.5 trade almost. That's good in my book. But you can still wait and see if you can get all your money down here. But if you want to close everything here, you can do that also. It's a more than good enough. Let's take a look at USD GPY. We are trending like crazy upwards. Dollar is very strong lately, you can see. We broke this support here. We can see we are at our resistance point. So the probability here now is that we are going to go down to this region here, for then to get a retest and then maybe go all the way up here. So what I'm looking for here now is that we break. Let me see where I can put it. I think we need to cross above this. Let's make this one green. When we close above here, then we can look for a low position, target up here, and take our stop loss maybe something like, yeah, like there. Then we are securing ourselves for every spike we see down. So that's a trade I will look for the future. That you also have the possibility when you have the retest here that we can take also a long trade here. It's not so nice, but if you want to trade short-term trade, we can do that also. We can target something like this. So our first trade, we can let's move this one more to the right, something like this. So two trades basically we can have here now. When we get our retest, if we get a retest, we can rather say, if we get a retest down here, we take a trade, target the top of this area here. If we break through it, we take a new trade and we take like this. So that's two trades. I will not put up signals for this because it's too speculative to do right now. But because this might be too far in the future, I think this is something we need to look into in session in Monday. Will not be this week. So that's the thing. When it's Friday, it's not a day that we typically want to be trading because we need to hold the trades over the weekend. I love Mondays. Mondays are perfect because then we know we have all week to close our trades. So it's a little boring now, of course. We need just now we need to have patience in the market basically. But everything we have planned till now have been spot on. So I think the retest here would be nice because then we can get ourselves two trades up. This one and this one. So let's see in the smaller time frame if you have something we can close today. Here we see basically the same thing. And some water. Let's see if we can mark this more beautiful. Let's see. We have a trend line that goes strongly upwards. And of course, we can't trade against the trend. And it's very tight also, if you see, in the upside also. So the only thing that makes sense is that if we break here, we come to the downside and we take this following the long-term trend, and for then take this other trend we see up here if we break this green line. Here you see another trade, by the way, we have done in the past. We enter the trade here and we shoot right up for take profit. So that's how we have been trading. We have put our lines. You see how beautiful everything looks like when you look in the past. And it's so nice to see everything we planned for go the way we want it. So that's this pair also. We can see one thing we can trade today with peace is binary options. So let's go there. We can trade this one. Let's see. When we trade binary option, we use two indicators. We use a Bollinger Band and we use stochastic. Then we change the Bollinger Band a little. We remove the medium because we don't need it. We take these two, we add them to white. We take our stochastic, we change that one to yellow. And here, what we want to see, we can mark up this one here. I will explain after I'm done marking. And we take one up. Let's see if I can zoom out a little. One up here. One is valid and one is not. I will get to it. This one we can make green, and this one we can make red. So if we can now come down to this green line, it's a valid trade right now because the stochastic is below this ratio down here. That's a call trade. We will then be out of the Bollinger Band in the black area. That's the number 2. And the number 3 is that you can see our support line will then be below the Bollinger Band. We have a trade, but only if the Bollinger Band have a space in between. So if this red bar can come down here to this green line now, we will then enter with a $100 trade, and we are making $73 if it's a winner. The same with the red lines you see up here. If the stochastic is up in the black area up here, then we have the number 1. Number 2 is the Bollinger Band line you see here. Right now at least it's below the red line, then we have number 2. And number 3 is that this bar cross out of the Bollinger Band and touch our red line. That's it, number 3. And then we can have a put trade. So that's it. We need all 3 things to be in order. So that's how we trade a binary option with a high win rate. So right now we are open for both possibilities. We just need to wait and see what happens. And like I said before, this can take like 5-10 minutes or more. And maybe when that time comes, we go like this, we go up here, go down, and when you come here, maybe this line here start to come below, and we can't take the trade. Often, if this is going to be valid, will be valid if this was shoot down now, for example, then we can go in with a call trade. But we need to follow these things here. And if, for example, this one start to come down here, then we can move our move your support resistance zones after where we can see that we have some type of resistance. Like we can see, we have some type here, but it's too high, you see, because our Bollinger Band line is above it, so we can't put it there. But yes, if came a strong red bar down, something like this one now, and touch our line here, we would have a perfect entry call trade. And to be quite frankly, it's not so much as looks like, because this is 1 minute. So if you came one red like this here now, here, we would easily put a call trade. There are many that I've seen on YouTube things that are trading after MACD on 2 minutes and things like this. But if you start to backtest it, you will figure out that it does not work. This is one at least that works, a strategy that works very good. But of course you don't get many trades. You can see that you need to be waiting quite a long time. So through, for example, if you start trading here and you start to mark up, you get maybe one trade here, and you would have maybe got one trade here. So in this time between, let's see, 1440 till now, that is, yeah, I could say within maybe 50 minutes, you might get one, two, maybe just two trades, but you would have two winners. So it's not many trades you get each hour. It's not like a trade like you can be trading. You need to have some patience with this. But at least, like I said, it's a safest and best way to trade. Like now I'm hoping we can get a bar down so we can get our first trade in. Because if you see, if this start to go like this bullish band might go below our line, and this is not valid more. We need this one now to shoot down here, then it will be a valid trade. So let's wait and see what will happen. If you want to be trading, we can post that. The broker I'm using is the one that it's the one you see here. No, wait, this one. That's the binary, that's the broker I'm using here right now. For the Forex broker, if you want a free indicator, push this link and you can have the indicator that I'm using also for Forex. Now let's see. You see, like if we continue like this bullish band might cross below and it's not valid more. So now let's see. We are getting very close to our trading zone. I take the trade if can, but if he continue on two more bars, this bullish band might get below it. So let's see, I'm ready to push call. If little more I want. One more push down and we take it. There, we are in. We are in with our first trade. I'm quite happy with the place we did come. Now we just need to wait 1 minute and see if this trade turn profit. The probability that this profit is very high as we are in a strong support area. So now let's see. So you see here, we come down, we shoot up, we come here, we shoot up. So the probability is that you're going to shoot up here also. And there you have it. First trade today. Just keep some patience. And there you see, it's a winner. So a beautiful, nice first trade. Now we can see, for example, now this one is not valid more because you see the bullish band have crossed below our support line here. Can still be good trading area, but now it's a chance that he will continue downwards, only because the bullish band says we are more like ready to go more down. So now I will not enter one more trade now because it's a big chance that he will continue go below it now. So that's what I'm telling. You always need to be reactive and change your lines. So right now I don't see any trade here. We need to look more to left. Where is our next wedge? And then our next will be down in the area here. So now you can see, now we need to go all the way down here for the next trade, only because you see the bullish band have crossed below this area here now. So you need always to have a space in between your support line and your bullish band. So, and you can see up here now it's very wide, the bullish band, so even the one up here now it's not valid. But I have not changed it only because that we are not even close to it. But if this one came a strong green bar up here now, I would not have taken one up here either, only because that we see that the bullish band is above it. We need always to have a space in between it. So there you have it. One trade, one winner. I'm happy with that. So we made $73 on this trade. Now let's see if there are any questions. Let's see. I will say we have done good. We did a good trade with bullish band and stochastic with the binary options. We made some profit there. I'm happy with that. So if you were sitting waiting like me, you would have made money there also. About laptop, you can trade easily on cell phone or tablet also. Yeah, if you lost one trade here now, just do the same setup I do. Just have the Bollinger Band, stochastic, support resistance. Support resistance is not so difficult as you think. It's just basically to put up lines where you see the touchment times and make sure that lines are, if you want to take a call trade, are below the lower line in the Bollinger Band, and in the top side you take an area where you have touched it before many times. Then as long as this Bollinger Band now, yeah, like now for example you can see now it's below the red here. That means this one is now currently it's approved for trade. So that's how we trade binary option with huge win rate. I think my last 6 trades actually. Last 6 trades I have done on session, I won 5 of them. I only lost 1 trade on my session till now. So 5 win from, yeah. So it's, I can't stress enough how good this system is. So just skip this MACD on 2 minute, all these bullshit things you see many YouTubers do. Does not work. This is the one that actually work, and I do it live on sessions together with you all, and you have seen it in front of your eyes how it really works. So yeah, I only lost 1 trade till now, so we are super happy with this. Now let's see. No, I do have, but I'm not going to share it here because it's not fair, because I'm hired by RM Academy to do these sessions here, so I will not share this type of things here. But I'm trading here together with you all 3 times a week, so you can more than good enough take trades together with me for binary option and Forex, and I give my signals here also for Forex. Typically it's not often I get so many signals in Fridays, because it's not a good time to trade basically, because the market closes soon, and need to be very good trades to take trades for Forex in Friday. Now let's take a look at gold. We can see we close below this yellow line here. I was not expecting that, to be quite frankly. But let's look at a higher time frame, how it looks like. Yeah, I don't think this. You can see my plan here is that I want us to break out of this ugly trend zone here and open a trade for a long term. But right now we do not have any trade here. This is completely okay. We need to wait. For the ones that follow me, I don't have the possibility to short gold, because gold is always going upwards if you look on the higher time frames. Like we can see here, if we go to 1 week, you can clearly see that we are in the upwards trend. The lowest we have been since year 2000 is the regions around where we are right now, and that means we have a weekly. Let's remove some of these lines here. It's too many lines. We can see now that we have a weekly support here. And then let's see if we can, we have also a weekly support here. So if you then go back to the 4-hour, we can see that we are now touching the weekly support here. And if we break it, then it's a chance that we'll go all the way down here. But the probability is that we will move something like the line you see we have here, cross out of this trend and go to the upside. So we could have taken a long trade at target here, but it's too small area for me to think about it. And then we are trading also a little against the trend, because even in the shorter term trend you can see we have something that looks like this. I think we'll see that better on the 30 minutes. So you can see here now, then we can mark it a little better. Let's see, we have it there. We take something like this. So you can see we have a short-term downtrend also. So what we can be looking for the short term is that you can see we have the fake out here, by the way. But if we go something like this and we break up here, then we can look for a long position here. Put our stop loss. Let's see. Let's remove this green one there. Put our stop loss there and target 1 to 5 at least. That's one day trading trade we can look for the short term. If this will be today, hard to tell, because the market will be open just more 5 hours time. So as each and every bar here is just 30 minutes, I don't think we'll cross above this trend line today. So this might be something we can open and look back to in Monday, because I will be back here the same time Monday, and then we can look if this might be a valid trade for us then. But for now, I don't think we get any gold trade either, just right now. So let's mark that one as done. Let's go back to binary option. You can see we came down close to our area of interest here, and would have been a valid trade if this one had crossed it a little more down. So we can see that we have not been any more trades here. But what we easily can see now we can move this one down to around this region. Let's see if that is valid. We need to mark it a little better. I think around here we can see we have a strong resistance zone, because you see it close up here, go down, here go down, here go down. Same the one down here. We might move this one now a little up. But for now, the one I'm most interested in right now would be this resistance zone we have up here. If we come up to this red line here, then we would have been, you see here, we are out in the black area up here. we will be out of the bullish band with the buy, and we have space in between that higher bullish band and the resistance. That means we can easily push the put button here. But like I said before, if we see this bullish band start to go like this, and this one follow something like this, then right away you see this line here. Let's make it white so it's easier to see. Let's see if we can have this one also to white. So let's say the bullish band go like this. Right away this top line here cross above our resistance zone, then this one is not valid more. So it's the same like the trade we did back here. Then was good, but right after we'd see that it crossed below it and we could not take it more. So always be reactive and follow the lines so you have the perfect setup all the time, because right away you see this upper line here. If they cross above your resistance zone, that means the market is ready for a move, and then something like this would happen. Like you see here, you cross above, and then you see also this follow and cross above also, because the bullish band in some way show a little the trend of the market. And if the trend says the bar, the upper line, shows a cross of your resistance zone, that also means the market is ready to break it. So it's more like an indication for you that the market is ready to break a support and resistance zone. It's something you can also use in Forex. You see that when you see the bullish band start to cross it, that means also the market is ready for maybe break a support or resistance zone. But you see it more clearly on binary option. So, but at the current moment, now we can take a trade down here. Let me see if this one is good. I think I need to have it there. So if this bar now shoot down here now, the stochastic follow and be in the black area down here, we can take another call trade. What we can do, we can make a line here. Let's move it to here. So everything that happened after here, we can follow and see how go after. Now let's see if there are any questions. Perfect. I'm super happy that you made money on this trade. The thing is that you need the same broker I'm using. If you want to copy my trades for the next session, make sure you have the same, especially for the binary option part, because I traded in 1 minute. You see I put up the lines, and you see me right away, you see I put the call button. You can do also, but if you use another broker, might look a little different for you. So now let's see if there's anything here. I will not be here tomorrow. I don't trade Saturday and Sunday. I will be back in Monday. Super happy that you did that trade. Then let's take a look at some cryptocurrency. Let's open BTC. Bitcoin looks to be quite low since the last session. Let's see. Yeah, here is something that we need to be aware of. If Bitcoin now, today, close below this yellow line here, is a higher probability that you will play in this region for a little while. That means we are getting Bitcoin for a dice count. I was expecting us to maybe come up to test the regional pair, but as you can see, as we are down here now, we might get Bitcoin for a dice count. So now we are playing in this region. So what we can be looking for is to, for the ones that are like me, that are bullish for Bitcoin for a long term, this is a very nice region to collect Bitcoin at dice count, because this is the lowest I can see us get Bitcoin. I don't believe that we'll see Bitcoin below this area here. This is the lowest we'll see. So this area here is a very good area to collect Bitcoin, because like I said before, in the next bull run, we might not get Bitcoin below then this will be the area where we are getting Bitcoin for our dice count. So down here now is a very beautiful area to collect some Bitcoin. But you need to wait to see. This can be a fake out. So we need to wait to the end of the day. If we close below this yellow line, then the probability is that it will go down even more. But if this will now turn and close above here, then might continue up again. So we need to wait to see what will market will happen. But of course we can see, if we see back here also, we can see that we got up, down and shoot up again. So it's not written in stone that it will continue down, because the thing is with the Bitcoin market do not move exactly like Forex. It's a more difficult market to trade than Forex, because there are too much emotions involved also with Bitcoin. So the market do not move so nice like we see with Forex. Don't follow the rules exactly the same good. The overall rule is there, but if we take with all the emotions that are with crypto, they are not moving so beautifully. So let's see here now if we can put a trend line here. Does that not nice, but I always like to see. You can see we touch it there, here. Yeah, might be that this is a trend line also. So then we have then we might shoot up again here. It's not perfect, but sometimes when you can start to put a line and you can see that it's an area that you have touched many times, like you see here, 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 and now yet again here. I think that this is just a fake out, that will continue upwards. When I see this now, I think this is the bottom we get right now, and we will go more up. So, and as typically when you have a trend upwards, and it's too much space here, I don't think we will break down just right now. So the probability is that we will just go up again here now. That's what I see. And we can also stress to say that this can be, if we put it in the closed, still we can see we are below it. So we need to wait one more day to see what happened. But I think to have a clear definition that we're going to go down, we need to also close below this trend line here. So that's why take your time to put as many lines you can put on the chart that is possible, and then take a decision after that. So right now, as I see, if I was one that went short, I don't short Bitcoin either, like gold. But if we close below here, the probability is that we go down and retest this support down here. But like I'd rather believe that we're going to continue a little more upwards. So me personally, I would have bought little Bitcoin here because it's a nice area to buy. Now it's just 2 minutes left, so if there are any questions, we can take that now. Yeah, it's very risky to trade the Bitcoin, and you should not do it. You should keep to Forex because, like I said, with cryptocurrency, there are too much emotions involved with the trading. So does not always follow the rules so much like you see with Forex. So you should keep to Forex for now. You should not trade cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is more if you believe in it, to buy, to hold it. So that's about it for this session. I will be back in Monday. So that, have a perfect weekend.